Welcome to the Camper Tramper Podcast.
Hello and welcome to episode number 5.
Numero 5. You can cut that out. In this episode, we are going to talk about living together in a small space.
So everyone's usually curious on how you do such a thing. I get asked a lot by my friends and family how you live in such a small space without stepping all over each other. Well, started out by obviously looking at what we got and creating space. We used to have a big couch and a big dinette right in the middle of the camper, and it was kind of hard to transition to either side without knocking into each other. So we took it out, kind of consolidated things, and we removed the bed from
That was a big one.
From the what is now the living room, which serves like 3 different purposes. Right now it's a podcast studio. After this it's a living room, and then at night it's a bedroom.
Or my workspace.
Or her workspace.
So when we first started renovating the camper, we were really intentional of creating 2 different workspaces because we both knew that we would have to be working on the road. And if there was a rainy day or a time when we both had to be in the camper at the same time, we didn't want to be stepping all over each other or distracting the other person from their work.
So now that we have our own spots inside the camper to kind of do our work and find the flow, we can also work outside, which is basically just another giant room. Our awning spans the entire camper, and we have a nice little desk out there as well. And when the sun's out and it's nice, find us out there working. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, I love being able to sit out there in the sun and work on my things. And we've also been taking the cats out there on their harnesses, which is somewhat distracting, but also very entertaining.
If they don't escape, which Cleo did twice today.
Yeah, she slips out of her harness. We have to get her a different one.
And we have dual doors on our camper. So if someone's in the kitchen, you can just kind of enter on the other side without bothering. Or vice versa.
We also go out and explore quite a bit, so we're not in the space as much as you may think. We go on hikes, we explore the city, we go on walks nearby. Especially here, we can go down to the water right across the street. There's lots to do around here, so we're not actually in the space all the time. And also, Brian will go do his thing, and I'll be able to stay here and work on my stuff. So we have times and space to ourselves.
I think we found a pretty good balance, but honing in on it even further.
Yeah, I think one of the key things of just living together in general is having your own things to do. Still being your own person and having your own projects and doing your own thing.
Yeah, we talked about that pretty deeply this morning, actually.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, to me, from my current understanding at least, it's one of the keys to a healthy relationship is still staying true to who you are and following those things that you want to do. I mean, thankfully, we have a lot of things that overlap, which is why we're able to do what we're doing. But we still have our own projects and our own things that we're striving to do, and we don't keep one another from doing those things.
I feel like it's one of the worst things you can do to a human is hold them back from their dreams.
Yep.
Don't do it. Let that person be free, like a butterfly. Do you feel like this space is too small? Do you feel like I am in the way? Is there something I can possibly do if you feel like I'm in the way to possibly get out of the way a little bit?
I feel like it's just communication. You know, if I want to do something in the kitchen and you're in the kitchen, then I should either communicate with you about that or just wait. Like we did today, we just took turns.
Yeah. We reorganized this morning. Well, she reorganized this morning. And this place, like, gained 10 square feet. Everything has its place. At least we're trying to.
Yeah, we're working towards it. It's only month 2, but we're gradually figuring out where things belong and where things best fit.
A lot of things are going to eBay right now, though.
Yeah, I think the other thing is that, like, living in a smaller space, you just can't be a slob. You know, you can't be messy.
I'm horrible with my clothes.
I mean, we're both fairly messy people, but it's mostly clothes.
We also know to clean it up pretty.
And
near the end of the day, we'll kind of do a cleanup before going to bed.
Which I feel is just a habit in general that helps you feel less scatterbrained. Because if you have a really messy area, then it's really hard to focus. So just having the habit of putting things away, kind of tidying as you go, and everything having a place, then your mind can focus on other things instead of the messiness. I think the other thing is just that we have these little routines to kind of create the spaces for what we need. So when it comes to bedtime, we pull out our blankets from the
couch, I guess. Yeah, at nighttime, usually I'm pulling out the bed most of the time, and she's kind of cleaning up the other end. And then in the morning, it's kind of vice versa. I'm in the kitchen, she's putting the bed away, make coffee for everyone.
Yeah, so we have our own roles, but we switch on and off every now and then. I'll make coffee, he'll put away the bed, whatever it is. It's part of our morning and evening routine to kind of just set the stage for the rest of the day, is putting things away and kind of clearing the space and preparing the space for what it's going to be used for next. And it also kind of helps you get into the mindset of, okay, I'm creating this space for work, or I'm creating this space for bedtime. And having those routines just helps you, is another step that can help you get into the mindset of, okay, it's bedtime, time to wind down, or okay, it's work time to get to work.
Her organizing this morning motivated me, and I ended up doing the same thing. And now I got laundry going. I'm giving away clothes. And I redid my camping locker a little bit there. And I redid my closet, which eventually is going to be a minimalist closet. It's going to be awesome. It's going to have like 2 pairs of socks and underwear.
Oh, God. No.
No, I'm not going that far. I'm not going that far. Another fun thing about being really close to each other is we make a lot of noises, usually beats, and then next thing you know, we create songs. There'll be a song at the end of this that Kirsten, she threw her rap beats down on.
I wrote it on the spot,
She wrote it on the spot. I made a quick little beat that is not catchy, but it's funny. And her voice is down pitched to sound
that's not
like a man.
That's not my voice.
It's hilarious. It's her voice, but
I've augmented it. Brian don't like my voice.
I think it's funnier when it's lower. After you hear her voice this whole time, then you hear that, you will laugh. It will be funny.
So, to recap, if you are trying to live in a small space with someone else, or even just by yourself, the key things are making sure that everything has its place, creating your own space, having routines and rituals, downsizing, and going outside, exploring, getting out of the camper, or just working outside in general.
The world is your oyster. You don't have to be confined to your camper all day. I feel like that's what a lot of my family and friends think, that we just hang out in here all day.
Mm-hmm.
We don't. We're usually outside, running around somewhere. Well, if you liked this podcast, head over to the gram and see what else we're up to. You can email us.
Or our website.
Go on the website. You can subscribe to our blog, which will probably have something new coming up maybe next week, right?
Yeah, we're going to get the moose information out.
Yeah. We're going to go hunt mooses today.
We're going to go shoot mooses with our cameras.
Yeah. We're going to take their portraits today.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
If we find them again.
Yeah.
Enjoy our song.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Our
Here
new
it comes.
hit single.
It's coming at you.
It's called That Smoke Is No Joke, inspired by campfires all around the world.
All right. We out. Later.
Peace out, yo.
Sitting by the campfire, trying to find a seat. Everywhere that I go, the smoke follows me. That smoke is no joke. 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 That smoke is no joke.